Hello guys, before we start the video, I wanted to explain you that this video was made for new Viper and also average Viper to know like every postman lineups that I'm using on every map, but not all lineups that I know because there was a lot, and I think for new upcoming players and also for you guys, it's a bit easier for me to explain you the default lineups that you must know to be a really good Viper at first. And so I'm showing, in this video I'm going to show you like retake lineups and postman lineups that I'm using the most. If you want to know more, you can check out my Discord. There is all my lineups that I'm using as a Viper to postplan, to retake, offensive lineups and all that stuff. I will be showing like the lineups you must know and also how I make them with the pictures on Discord. Enjoy guys, let's start with Ascent. Also, sorry guys, I know this intro is long, but I need to talk about something about on the Discord that happened on the Discord. A hacker went to the Discord as a bot and said racist shit, and I really hate this. I was feeling so bad that this happened while I was in a screen game and none of my mod was on, so that was really unlucky. And I wanted to apologize for everyone who was on the Discord and for like the 10 or 9 people who left. You can come back whenever you want. Everything is going all right now. Sorry again guys, enjoy the video, see you soon. Hello guys, as promised, I'm going to show you all the lineups you must know on every map. And let's start with A side on Ascent. You know that the 2 default plant is in front of generator and in front of these boxes. So to make these 2 lineups, all you have to do is going in front of these boxes. You go there, and to throw the snakebite right here, you have to aim at this line. You just press left click, and it's going right in front of it. That's the easiest one. And for the second one on generator here, you just have to aim at this line right here, like this. This is really the 2 easy lineups you must know on A side on Ascent. Now I'm going to show you retake lineups to throw on A side when you are playing on B side. Let's say you are playing with the one way or with a smoke on B side, and you know that they are pushing B side, A side. I mean, what you will do is going in this corner, and you will need to aim between these 2 rocks, okay? Like this. This snakebite will go right in front of generator. That is really a strong lineups. I've made loads of kills like this. As the enemy is pushing A, they will go instantly for this to plant in front of generator because this is the safest spot to plant. And you will just snakebite them, they will lose HP or they will die. So that's pretty OP. And for the second one, you have to aim at this corner light. I don't know how to call this, but in this corner here with the poison orb on the left, like this. And it will go right in front of boxes. So this is everything you need to know for basic retake and postplan lineups on A side. Now let's go on B. On B side, I will show you the 2 lineups I use the most to a default plant. So the default plant is in front of these boxes. The 2 lineup that I'm using the most is in this corner. You have to aim above these 3, like here, and you just left click. And it will go right in front of these boxes. The second lineup is you go all the way back. You wait a bit because there will always people who are flanking you. You go in this corner and you aim at this left window like this. That's easy. Now I'm going to show you a retake lineups to B side. When you are playing on A, you know the enemy is pushing B, you just go in this corner here and you aim at the left here. with the poison orb, like this. You just throw your molly and it will go in front of the default plant, like this. So this is everything you need to know on Ascent. Now let's go on bind. Now that we are on bind, I will show you 4 lineups for default plant. So the first default plant is here and the second is here. For the first one, from short, one thing you will do is going in this corner and aiming at the right of this, like this. And you just throw left click and it's going into short. So for the second one, you will go far away, and you will go on in front of this. You will aim under this corner of the rock, like this, and you just left click. Okay, so this is for the 2 default lineups on A short. Now for the shower, you can use the same spot here. This one is a little harder to do. You have to go above this leaf and align with the lamp, like this. For the second one, you'll just go right here and you will aim at this leaf, like this. So that was for the default post plant on A side. Now I will show you retake lineups. So let's say you're playing on B side and you have to retake A side and they didn't plant yet. So you will go in front of this box and you will aim at this. I don't know how to call this line, but you will go under the right white line, like this. And it will land in front of green boxes, like this. And for the default one, it's a little harder to do. You have to aim at this right corner here, like this. So this is the retake lineups on A side, I mean. Now let's go on B. Now let's talk about B side. I will show you only 2 post plant lineups for the default plant. So it's right here. And what you have to do is going back from long, going here in front of this wall, and aim at the white hole here on this line and going a bit on the left, like this. And you just left click. For the second one, you will go behind these boxes here, and you see there's a cloud. And this cloud here, you go all the way down like this, and you need to be in the middle of this this box, I would say, like this. So now I'm going to show you a retake lineups. Because loads of Viper are playing on A side, and most of the time you will have to retake B side. So you just go up to this box and you aim at this corner of window and this corner of the rock, okay? So first one is for the default, like this. And the second one will go on the box and also takes the two default plant, like this. You see, that's really OP to use. So now let's go on split. So now we are on B on split, and I will show you 2 post plant lineups and 1 retake lineups. The 2 post plant lineups will be for default and new default. So for the default one is it's harder to make, I would say. You go in this corner and you have to aim with the HUD at the bottom left of this hole, like here. You do this. And it will take wall default. For the second one, for the new default, you will go in this corner, here. And you will have to aim at the right of this roof, like around here, like this. Now I'm going to show you the retake lineups. So let's say you are coming back from A and you want to retake B, or they're already pushed on B and they're going to plant. You go in front of this line and you aim at the bottom right of this window, around here, like this. You left click and it will take default. That's a really strong lineup that I use a lot, and loads of people are getting mad against me because this lineup is really strong to use. Now I'm going to talk to you about A side. Now let's talk about A side. A side, there is 3 post-plan lineups I'm going to show you, and there is no retake lineups because there is one, but it's really hard to use, so I don't recommend to use it. So I'm going only to show you the 3 post-plan lineups you need to know for A side. The first one is this wall. Okay, so all post-plan lineups will be from here because you will be hide for a push from here. They will not expect it if someone push you from CURSEUR. I will say this is the best spot to throw your lineups. So to throw it behind the wall, you'll need to go down this light like here and in the middle. Now, let's say they are planting, your team is planting for a heaven. So they will plant around here. And to do the sniper here, it's really easy. You go on the same spot and you aim in the middle of this light. Now, for the last one, this is the order default plant. And this one is also easy to make. You also go on the same spot, but now you go on the lamp, but all the way on the right, like this, and you throw your lineups. Okay, now we are done with A and B on split. Now let's go on heaven. Now that we are on heaven, I will start with the A side, and I will show you 3 post-plan lineups for 2 spots. So the first one is the default here. I will show you 2 for this spot and 1 for this corner spot. So let's start with the default spot. The default spot is here, and you have to aim like this. You take this corner and then you go between these woods, I would say. So you go like this and you go up here. So you do this. This will take wall default. Second lineups I like to use is from mid. Let's say you can start with these lineups and you know they will push you because you're alone. So what you will do is running from long. You go up here in this corner and you aim at this left corner here. Like this, you throw it. And it will take wall default. I have a clip about this. I will show you it now. Blinding. Okay. Plant default. Try to win time.
Yeah, one behind. Just me.
Yeah.
Spike planted. I blew you up.
Get out of my way.
Last player standing.
Poison orb emitting. Put down. Poison's off. Dead.
Big.
One enemy remaining.
Well played.
I almost broke a sweat.
So now that you see it, you see that's a thing to do if you're alone and they're all pushing you. I really like to do this because they will never expect you from running from your spot and doing another spot at the same time. So that's really a thing to do. The other spot I wanted to talk about is this spot. So the only way to do this, it's not the only way, but this is the easier way. You go in this corner and you aim in this little corner here. Like this. You throw your lineups and it will land right here. And I really like to do this because you have all. If someone tries to push you, you just do this and you kill him. And that's really, really cool. So now I will show you a retake. 2 retake lineups for A side, not 1 retake lineups that I really like to use. Is when I'm playing C or double door, I'm going back to spawn in front of this second window, and I will aim at in the middle of the. There's 3 points, and in the middle one. Okay, so you aim in the middle one like this, and the other one you do it a little higher, and it will take the whole A side. And that's really, really cool. On B side, I'm never using post-plant lineups. Whenever we are going on B side, it's because I have my ultimate or something. But if one day you have to use your lineups, I recommend you to plant on the left, and you try to go all the way back, either from spawn, but you will not hear the spike, so it's kind of. I don't like to do this, but you just go on the left of this lamp, not lamp, but you know, and it will land on default. Otherwise, you go all the way back to A side, and you go in this corner, in front of this gray stuff like this, and you aim at this roof right here, like this. And these lineups can be used as a retake lineups when you are playing on A and they're pushing B side. This is the only lineups I know for B side, because usually you will play lineups, post-plant lineups for A or C side and not for B side. So now let's go on C, I will show you. So now we're on C side and there is a lot of lineups I want to show you because all of these lineups are really great to use. So the first one is for default, and this is easy to make. You only go on this stuff here and you aim at the right of this leaf like this. And to hit long, it's also the same spot. You go right here. And instead of aiming on the right of this leaf, you go under this leaf, like this. So this was the first default post plan to make. And sometimes, you know that you can have timing in the spawn from double door or from B side whenever you are lurking. But your team are dying on C and you are not on your default post-plan lineups, I would say. So I will show you this one. This one is really easy to use too. All you have to do is aiming on the left of this wood, like this. It's gonna hit default post-plan, default lineups. Also, you can use this aim spot to hit long. So what you will do is going on the same spot, but you go a little bit down like this, and it will hit long. Otherwise, I know that there was some people who's planting behind this box and it's really hard spot to hit with lineups. So the only way I found is in this corner and you aim with your ultimate around here, like this. Use the sign of your ultimate and it will go behind this box. And they can't stand in this corner because they will be touched from the snakebite. So now I'm going to show you a retake lineups for C side that I like to use. It's when I'm playing A, I'm going in this corner like this, and I aim between the second and the third wood here, like this, and it will land on default. So yeah, this is all for Heaven. Now let's go on the last map on Icebox. So now let's talk about Icebox. This is the second map, the second best map for Viper. The first and the second for me is Bind and Icebox. So I will show you two different lineups for the default plant here. The first one I like to use is after using my wall like this, I'm going back and I'm going on the second line. When I'm on the second line, I will aim at this corner here, and I will activate my wall to be protected at the same time, like this. Then I throw my lineups, and it will land on default. The second default postman lineups is here. You have to stand in front of this wall, and you will aim under this wall here, like this. You just throw your lineups, it will bounce on the wall and come back on default postman. This is the only two postman lineups you must know on Icebox. Now I will show you retake lineups to use when you are playing B sides and you came back on A but they didn't plant yet. So you go in this corner and you aim on this line here. You just left click and it will take default. For the B side, I'm going to show you two postplan lineups and one retake lineups. I mean, two retake lineups that I really use a lot. For the first postplan lineups is in front of this box here. This one is really easy to make, but as I said, there's a wall you can do is going here to protect yourself. You go in front of this little line. You activate your wall to be protected like this, and you aim at this corner. Here. You do this, you throw, and it will go here. For the second one is the default postplan lineups in front of this box. You going on the same spot in front of this line, but now you're aiming higher around here, like this.
Toxins going up.
And it takes default. This is the two postman lineups I'm using in game a lot. Now I'm going to show you two retake lineups that I like to use. The first retake lineups that I like to use a lot is A to B. You go in front of this line and you have to aim at the point here. It's really hard to show you, but this is at this point. And this is with the second line of your poison bar. So it looks like this, and you just do a left click, it will bounce on the wall and it will hit default postman. This is really good retake lineups because you can do it fast. Like you're playing here on A, you go fast here, taking your snake bites, doing this, and it will hit default. That's a really fast retake lineups that you can make. The second one I'm doing after this one to going on B, approaching B, is going in this corner there, and then you aim at this line here, and you just have to do this and left click. And even if they're standing here, they will be touched by the poison. So yeah, this is all guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, drop a sub. It really helps me a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Next video will be the most used one way and wall that I'm going to show you. So if you want to see it, help me, comment, and I will appreciate it a lot. See you guys, and bye bye.